I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA Review. Today is November 21st, Thursday, 2024. Hope you had a good day today. So, we had this wild day, man. Stuck in this. I've been meaning to mention it for some videos. I was kind of like talking about something like this, but obviously the up and down, and then the break throughout. Like this is kind of like what I was talking about, and it broke through here. We did ended up going up higher. We came up. This is the 1 hour chart. We came up. We sealed most of this imbalance here. There's a little wick right there. No wick right there. Look at that. Tag that, right? And then we hit 75% of this daily imbalance, of this bearish daily imbalance right here. And then we sold off hard. Came all the way for, remember that suspect shit right there I was talking about? Ended up running right for it, right to this gap here, right back to the gap, dude. Beautiful from gap to gap. I mean, it's fucking gorgeous to me. But staying up here, showing bullish, then shot all the way up to wipe out all the sellers. So up and down, crazy, crazy, crazy. So I have my best day ever. I finally reached over the $50,000 mark. I'm very grateful, very emotional today, but I'm gonna try to just keep this simple because I want to make this short. So if, as you see here, when we popped up on the 15-minute, we popped up there. We also, this is the 4 hour here. We got some balance out to the left. We're just wiping out liquidity as we go up. But we came up here, and this is, it might look like it's a lot. It's busy, but it's not. Just follow me. So we got the gaps in the background with these here. We have, I'm highlighting, I'm quadding this bearish imbalance. Here's 830. 830 shoots up, uses that little imbalance from 831, and then pushes up here. And then 930 comes out. Also, we have this high to this low. If I'm doing this range and we're bullish, remember we're bullish. So general speaking, we get the dump, then the pump, right? I'm measuring here this high with this quad. So there's this here, this quad from this high to this low, right? So now you're not confused. Now, okay, so when we're up here and we have 930, so price shoots up first to wipe out the sellers here, quick sellers, and then it finally tags that top 75%, all right, or the top 25%, whatever. So we'll just call this the top 75%. And not only does it sweep that liquidity, but we actually hit this. So when we were here, I was like, dude, why aren't they? That's pretty suspect that they're not hitting that 75%. Anyways, 930 pops up real quick, and then we have a divergence. So I'm gonna go back and forth with this. Here, down here, we had lower highs here with Dow, and then we had higher highs with S&P and NAS right there. So beautiful. And then, sure enough, starts to shoot down. So what's crazy for me is when I caught this sell, at first, when I was getting the sell from up here, well, because I was actually in the trade here, but took loss. Then I was in this trade right here, and when I pushed the button, the fucking thing didn't film. It didn't execute. And I was like, bro, what the hell? And I pushed the button, dude, and I was like, bro, are you serious? As you see here, if you highlight over this, it says sell market. You can hit Shift and S. I might start doing that. I don't know, but what I experienced today, dude, I was like, bro, with my internet or their execution, I don't know, dude, broker, whatever, man. But I was pissed the hell off. So, anyways, this candle came down. This 932 started coming down hard, right? So I was like, no problem. All right, I still got in. I sold here, and then if you see the projection here from this high to this low, look at down here to 2 to 2.5, and then you got 3.5 to 4. Beautiful, right? So for me, I was out by 2 and 2.5 right here. And if you look to the left, there's a lot to talk about, but this low right here, see this little low right here with this wick, this is what I was targeting here. And I understood I had the I understood I had the midnight level right there in the orange right there. So sure enough, though, just in case it didn't touch it. So beautiful trade, and for you to generally speak, to manage your trade down, you look at the candles, look at the highs. If you drag your cursor, you can see that they're not getting taken out until when? Right there. That candle gets broken. This candle right here, right? So at this point here, I'm in the oversold here, taking the profit, great profit. That wasn't the big trade though. So then I make some mistakes, of course, but here when we broke through this, so we have on this 15-minute here, you can see it. See this 15-minute from 7:45 today. See, we break through, we come underneath. So this is a resistance. This is a resistance block. So here we come right back up, right? We come back up. We tag 50% of that level, right? Plus we have this imbalance right here, which is the 9. There's a lot here. There's the 935. So how we push up, right? It was moving fast. So up to the 935. We're on the bottom of the settlement here, and a great place to take a sell. So take enough here. I end up buying this. Right? I end up buying this. While we have a nice inversion imbalance right there, we close straight above it. So I know the trade's working out. I got 50% of these candles already in, and we push up here. And then from here, I got a little greedy. I was trying to just go straight to this area, and then it paused here. So at that time, I was aware of it, but I wasn't really focused on it. And if I was, this would have told me to get out and take a sell. So sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy. So the sixth move was the biggest one, obviously. But I dropped the ball there, and as you see, when the candles keep coming lower like this is not pushing out. We're not breaking out still, right? Because I was trying to get the breakout, but that failed. Now, another thing. Let's just say you entered here, or here, whatever, right? And here's the midnight level, by the way. And it's coming back down here. Do you allow yourself to get taken out? For me, that's not happening. I don't need to take a loss. Matter of fact, I'm going to leave it in profit and get taken out. Because if it's coming this low, guess what? It doesn't look like this move. You see this move right here? All the way up? Like, see the origin of the price? See the origin of the price? See how it moves all the way up? Well, dude, if it's up here and it comes back down here, dude, that shit's done. Like, that shit's a break even at the minimum to cover commission and costs, right? But there's no reason for you to take a loss. So sure, even though it was a loss, it wasn't a financial loss. So you got to be able to do that, right? So anyways, this buy fails and I missed the sell. So then we get down here. So take a look at this. So I end up buying this. So I get a nice signal here. And why did I not like this trade? Number one, I didn't have any imbalances above here. Number two, I'm just way overconfident, just so you understand at this point. But if you take a look here, look to the left of the chart. Here, when this low swept that low and that low, see these lows right here, and they're none of them really been really taken out. You see that? So that was also a target, right? So when we swept it here, I said, oh, okay, nice divergence. I got it highlighted here. And sure enough, I get the bullish candle. So I'm entered here and I'm pushing up. Again, I'm trying to go back up, and get to this area here and even go higher than this. I was trying to hold higher. At this point, I was trying to hold higher than this, but that failed, obviously, because we went up here. Damn, there's so much to talk about. You have, if you look at this bearish imbalance, is 937. You see how we came above it and came below it? See how these candles right here are underneath the 50%? That's how I knew that this trade was going to fail, by the way. I'm just mentioning that. I'm going to delete that now so it's clean. Well, actually, no, I'm going to leave it for a second. And then this bearish imbalance, this 938. So we come above and we're sitting above it at first and it's looking good, right? And we have these two bullish imbalances right here. By the way, this little one right here, this 1001, that was showing you that it was continuing down. So, anyways, so that's why you don't buy there, right? But anyways, so now, so we have these two bullish imbalances and blowing right through it, dude. Like blowing right through it. So this is not probably going to pan out. So, what do I have here? Look to the left. Remember this fuckery that we talked about yesterday, and I didn't buy that right there, and I wanted to buy it, and it shut off, and it was like way too suspect. There it is. They came down for another leg. So what are we saying here? 3 drives. Lower low, lower low, lower low. And I understood that. And I wasn't scared of the buy either. And these trades were in great profit, and all I had to do is take them out. But it's okay, because I was, I'm been greedy lately, trying to get the big swings. I end up doing it today again. So we blow right through. So you see, we blow right through that imbalance. Then we get to this balance, and now we're underneath it. See how the wicking underneath it? That's done. This trade's done. Also in break even. Didn't need to take a loss here. Blew right through. Knew where we were going. Then when we got here, take a look at this. So it's 1030. We have a nice imbalance right there. We have another drive down, and at this point, we do have a divergence here. So I'm talking all this for the people who are struggling too. But real quick, we pushed down here, and then we still had 3 drives. S&P had 3 drives, but when we got to this drive, the third one, right? Take a look. We have two divergences. We have one lower low here on a more of a higher time frame here, lower low. With Nasdaq, and then S&P did not take that low, and obviously Dow didn't. And then we had this confirmation with a higher low here, right, and a higher low here. I took this trade here and here also because at the time we had this with Dow, and they suckered me. I bit the bait, right? But it did it buy? It still bought, but you should you take the trade. You wiped out some sellers here. You got up more into the imbalance and take the trade out. I didn't do that. So I was just married to flying up. And then I ended up getting it. But here, this was that buy here. This is what I'm talking about. This is how this buy got framed. Plus, where am I? I'm on a gap. I'm on a weekly level. I've talked about this even yesterday for sure. Now this down here, I'm also sitting inside this last down candle, this 1015 from Wednesday. See that down candle? So I understood that. And very close to taking out that little low of the 1030. You see that little wick right there? See that? See that right there? So they squeezed them out, and I was like, all right, cool. We're ready to go up. Take a look, baby. Take a look. So let me just do it. I didn't want to do this, but I'm going to do it. So I hit my biggest record, man. And here, what's it called? I wasn't even going to make this video, to be honest. But here, I was holding for this high originally. All right, I was holding for this high. And when we got here, I was like, bro, are you going to take it out, or are you going to go for this imbalance right here? And at this point, it was like 40-some thousand. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I want to break my record. I'm holding for my record. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to break it. I'm going to break it. I'm going to break it. And I decided to hold. So take a look before we get up there. You can see this last down candle. You can see that we're tagging it, right? That's as you see my entry, 529.5. It's a hair above the open here. And as you see, if you're wondering, well, how are you knowing when it's changing? Well, first of all, I'm in the right area. Number 2, when you get this wick right here, see this wick that pushes up, gets into that imbalance, and then it pushes back down. See that little thin wick right there? See how it pushes above that candle that I'm talking about, this last down candle? Pushes up, comes back in, right? That's a very big signature of saying that we're changing direction. Number 1. Number 2, it's a change in the state of delivery. Number 2, this what was I going to say? Damn. So if you look at any general speaking, if you look at any reversal, what do they all have in common? Well, they have all these down yellow, or in your case, red candles. Then you get a blue one. That blue one right there. So when you get a blue one, that's to show you that, okay, hey, we are stopping or slowing down. You might say, "Oh, well, what about this? It didn't work." Well, okay, it doesn't work all the time, but in the general gist, because it went above this candle, in the general gist, you see that the first blue candle gets printed, and then they start going up, just like here. It's like it's starts to be all yellow after that. Just like right here. Well, that's an ugly bad example, but because that's a bearish candle, you start to see them pulling down. But I'm just speaking in general, like I'm not pushing enter as soon as this down candle closes. I want to see it go and break above the open at the at number one. Number two, I have this bearish imbalance. Number three, I want to see sometimes I want to see the price move up above that candle and then come back in. That's your entry. That's the best entry you're going to get. Stop loss is right here. But so this is just common price action candles, price candle action basics, right? Like this is just signatures of price action. So, and I'm sure you've seen this before, but this helped me for many years, this understanding. And then we pushed up here, we retraced back. So now we're defending that level, right? And obviously it's oversold here, which is great, and so on. And in some sense, you have to have faith because otherwise, you ain't gonna take any trades. But we end up. You see how it ends up working right there, down little wick right there. We get above it, and now we're gone. Now, guess what? You don't see it coming back below, so I know the trade's working out. So again, my original idea was to just take out this liquidity at first. Then I got hungry, and I was like, I'm gonna break that 50,000 level. Because I was at 45 when I was here. Okay, so the price moves up here. All right, and then I got the projection from 1 to 0 here. You can see the swing. You're like, well, why didn't you do it to here? Because that's just too large. Where from an intraday's perspective, you can also measure this low to this high. So from this low to this high, you can see 2 to 2.5 is right here. And then the 3.5 to 4 is right here. So the 2 to 2.5, I made that decision. I was like, nah, you're going to keep holding. And this was great. This was like, I don't even remember, man. This was large though. So what did it do? We have a support block here, just like I was explaining on the 15-minute. Well, in this case, low, high, lower, low, and we bust above. It's just basic support. If you highlight this, you'll see that the price is sitting there. I didn't highlight it because I didn't need it. I understood where it was. I didn't want it the chart was already kind of wild. So, but this imbalance here, you can see we tagging in it and we stay above. So this is common, like, oh, you're like, well, dude, why you would think it would come in here. Well, no, because of the fact that you do have this support here. Number one, number two, they're trying to not let you get in. And as you see, like look at this movement here with this leg and this leg here. You see that? Well, here they're empty. This imbalance is empty. Empty, empty, empty. You see that? So there's no reason. If I want to see this, then it should not be coming back down here like this. I don't want to see that. That's the last thing I want to see. I want to see this, right? So that's what I'm saying is so you can manage your risk in your trade. But anyways, we tag in here. We come up here. Now we take out that high. We retrace back. We're still, now for me, this was rough as shit. This was right back to where I was saying about yesterday's buying. Like I would never buy this. I could never buy this. I have to already be in the move, in general speaking. So, but I was like shitting bricks here, actually. And then I just got married to coming up here, and I knew that this was such an eyesore. Number two, the breakout traders from here broke through here. And obviously they're going to try to get those guys as well. Because this was actually an easy sell. This was really an easy sell. So if you were watching price, you saw the momentum. So anyways, we push up. Now the price was here. And I'm inside this imbalance. And there's a gap in the background. Remember those two gaps in the background? You see the two gaps right here? So the breakout trading level I was talking about. Because this is a screenshot, I'm going to show you. This level here. See that? So that's that. When we broke right through, I'm coming right back up to that. And look where I'm taking the picture. Well, obviously it's that first imbalance. Like I just showed you literally the same trade yesterday. I mean, it was literally the same trade, damn near. But also this last up candle, right? So you see, it's tagging it beautifully. So this is where I say I'm fucking done. But when I was here and we were in this inversion imbalance right here, I was shitting bricks too, because just so you know, I've never had a trade this high. This is my biggest trade in my career, and I've never even seen these numbers before on a screen. So it was rough. It was rough. It was super rough. But when it got here, I was like, nah, just hold it, dude. You didn't get to that breakout trading level yet. And then you had 50% of the daily imbalance. You see in the background here, you can see it there. Well, now we tagged it. Here we didn't tag. I'm talking about at this moment when I was here. So this wick comes down, and look at. I was basically trailing, but it never went below. It never broke below these candles. And then this imbalance here, it never broke the candle. So I was like, dude, keep rolling. And at this point, it's like 46,000, damn near, or something like that. And I was like, I want to see that 50. I want to see that 50. And then sure enough, this inverted, because I was afraid that this was going to be resistance, because we weren't breaking above so well on the 50 level of it. If you're like, dude, I can't see. So I'm just going to show you that part right there real quick. There's a lot. I know there's a lot here, but it's not a lot. Ugh, that's ugly, dude. Let me try to just make this a okay, so you can see that I'm talking about this 934 candle. See, I was shitting bricks right there. You see how we couldn't break above. I was like, dude, just get rid of it. I was on an overbought. I was like, but then I had faith. I was like, nah, man, we're coming up here. We're coming up here where? Well, back to the 50% of the daily imbalance, plus that low, we broke through it. So at buyer's remorse, this is a great place. Plus we have the first imbalance in green right above it. So I was like, nah, fuck that. Just hold it. And at this point, by the way, also I'm at the 3.5 to 4. I'm right in here. And I'm like, dude, be done. You're being greedy. I just kept holding, and it never broke lows. I was just like, okay, keep fucking going, dude. Until I jammed the stop, when we got to here, to that first imbalance, fucking bam, put it out, put the stop loss there. I don't give a fuck what this thing does. And, I hit my mark, dude. And, so anyways, yeah, that's all explained, right? And also, by the way, when I was talking about this support right here, when we broke above it, the reason why I was also holding and I wasn't really too concerned is we did get a divergence here with Dow, and we had higher lows here. So they were just dangling that carrot. I'm sure we'll come for that tomorrow or whenever they end up doing it. But that was beautiful. And also, this is at the time I drew this. Oh yeah, and this is the final reason why I was like done. Besides seeing the 50,000, at the time we had lower highs here with Nas, and we had higher lows with S&P, and obviously with Dow. So when I was here, I was like, that's why I kept going with it too. Just all part of the confluence, but that's the reason why I was like, yeah, fuck that. We might not break that high, and sure enough, we have not broken that high. So what did they do? Let me just zoom in this way here. So we've been dancing around those two gaps, dude. Those are weekly levels. Look how we're dancing around in those gaps. If so, the people who are struggling, like, where are you taking your trades? Like, what are your mistakes? Are you over trading? Do you not know where to trade? Like, if this week hasn't taught you anything, it's to respect daily and weekly areas, plus look at liquidities. I don't want to highlight all these imbalances and drag them out on lower time frames. In an intraday's perspective, I'll do that, but like in this case with the yellow here, these down candles consecutively, on the 15-minute, it's clean. Like, I should have drawn that out. That was my mistake, right? I would have had a lot more clarity here, but it's just whatever. My view as the operator are different than others. So I do what I do, right? But I should have highlighted that. But I would have maneuvered better. I would have took this buyout and then took the sell for a sell buy sell, and that probably would have made me done. I might have bought this anyway and failed, and I probably still would have bought this because I was looking for the big push up. But as you see, we're dancing in between. We're inside the opening range gap, coming right back to it after blowing through it. And then, as you see, we kind of you think all these levels are coincidence or something? No, we're bouncing in here. So, okay, I know I've talked a lot. I'm trying to be helpful here, but the dollar did come up did take out that high finally, right? Now they're probably coming up for here. And then if you look at Dow, I told y'all, so we came down to wipe out just the buyers here, and then we were going to push up. What did we do? We pushed up. Look where the price went to. Went right to that gap. Dude, that's how I trade. So, I mean, you do what you do, but the understanding was, look at this, oversold. We pushed up this high. Now we're here. I mean, Dow, clear as day for Dow as well, right? Classic buy day. Look at that. Classic buy day. Consolidation, manipulation, and we had the distribution. We had this phase 1, phase 2, close here. Look at that, man. That's pretty sexy. And then and ES, look at ES, same story. So they opened up, they came down, right? Respecting that last down candle. And then look at the gap, respecting the fucking gap. Look at the gap, dude. Bouncing right off that bitch twice, pushed all the way up, right? Getting more of this liquidity here. This is going to get interesting where we go here. Look at the daily candles here. The daily itself, understand where the candle of the daily is going to look like. Retraces back, get it to balance some more of that price. Kind of like what I was saying on the 4-hour and the 1-hour wicks I was talking about yesterday, if you've been following the videos. And then came up, had a gap here, and then got into this imbalance. But we're bullish though. I was saying the last 10 days, we want to look for buys. So, but this looks a little fucking weird though, because of the fact that it feels like it's a bear flag and it's going to shoot down, right? But I think I think up till December 1st, I think we're just going to keep pushing up here. We should see the expansion. Take a look at here. Pushed up here. Some drives, 930. So 930 is up here. I'm not buying from up here. I'm selling from up here. And I'm not selling from down here. I'm buying from down here, right? So that's the logic. Look at they're screaming at you like, yo. But here you see a divergence here, and then this is just a 930 little wick extra. But look at the body of the RSI lower. This is when it works. If you follow this and practice this enough, it'll be very helpful. Sure enough, look at here. You get the divergence here. Buying, took the high out. Crazy. Obviously Nas didn't do that. So I'm glad I'm very proud that I took the trade out, because some other people are still fucking waiting to hold for this. And I'm not saying it won't go, but I'm just saying like, nah, man, that's not, I'm good. But, and then if you looked at NVIDIA, you see that when we made this wick, so NVIDIA pushed up and it came all the way down, and that's a big ass wick. So they're not going to leave that wick alone. But why did they come lower? Sorry, I don't know if you can not see this or not. You see this candle came down into this wick here, right? And then we pushed up, right? So it was a little awkward, but I knew that they were coming back up for this wick. I mean, because dude, if it didn't, that shit would look crazy. That would look like all hell's gonna break loose. But so but to keep this simple, dump, pump. Where could you have found yourself? Now I'm going to talk about for the people who are struggling. So where are you struggling at? What is it, the trades that you're looking for? You don't see them. You don't know what it's going to do. Are you too scared? I mean, the best trader in the room is the most confident one. That's guaranteed. That's the only reason where I got to where I'm at, is because of confidence. I had my family doubt me. I had fucking girls doubt me before I even got married. I went friends, best friends, brothers, sister. I'm like all that. I went through all that, and literally just hate on me. saying like it ain't gonna work. So, um, and what is it like? You have to have confidence, but do you not have a model? Do you not see the models here? Like, where are you confused in this day? If the price is coming down here with big momentum, can you be a momentum trader and just sell through these lows? Sure. Sure, sure, sure. Are you too myopic? Are you too zoomed in? Do you not take your profit and take the trades? You're trying to catch the trade like me. Let me tell you something, just so you understand. I went through many years of hell to be able to do this. There's no fraud in this here. If I'm taking this buy with an intention to fucking take it right to this specific fucking gap, that's not by accident. That's not maybe, oh, he got lucky. Oh, he took so many losses and then it worked. If you think that, then if I'm able to hold it from here to here, that's a specific thing I'm doing, right? But like for you specifically, just so you know, like me, in the beginning, I didn't care about making money at all. Matter of fact, I knew I wasn't going to make money. Matter of fact, I knew it was going to be a very long journey from the beginning when I started. Why? Because I'm older when I got involved. But what I'm saying is that I watched price. I just watched price. I didn't care about pushing the button, making money at all. I wasn't in a rush at all. I just watched price for a long time. I'm talking about like my first 6 months, 3 to 6 months was just watching without pushing any button, just watching, 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 watching. And then, you get better. You start to see your instincts start to kick in and you start to see things that are happening every day. Did this not just happen fucking yesterday? The only difference between yesterday and today was that we had extra drives here. Yesterday, they just pushed all the way down. And then when we pushed up here, we retraced back here with some legs. We pushed back down. Here, we pushed up. We didn't push back down. We just kept going up. But what's the common theme? Dump, pump, right? Like push down, push up, right? So they're confused. So they get both sides of the market. This was deep. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I was buying here, because I was like, bro, like you're really gonna come back to this weekly level again, dude? Like, haven't you had enough beating up these buyers, dude? But it is what it is. So, but so understand that this is the basis that I have, my foundation that of learning this, of price action. That mindset is key. Confidence is key. I'm not afraid to push this button at all. Now, again, when the price is coming down here, like you don't want to go and tilt. Like you get experience to the point where you start telling yourself like, hey, take it easy, just relax. It's selling, sell, hold it. You have no reason to be getting out, right? Like these things, like you should be talking to yourself. If you're not, and you're like a deer in the headlights, then it can get crazy, right? I get that. We all struggle with these situations, but with experience, you stop doing these mistakes. So like, you're not trying to buy every one of these candles or some shit, right? Like if it's so like if this, I say it in most of my videos, if you keep losing, you're in the wrong direction. So how about that for logic? Go the other way, right? Now I'm not saying to just overtrade. I'm going to keep saying that, but the thing is that you should be able to understand what's happening now with all these fucking videos that I make every day. You're not paying attention. You're not screenshot this shit. Look at all the trades. They're basically damn near all the same. Manage your risk right. I don't know what else I could say. These are the things that I struggled with coming up, and then I want to take good quality fucking trades. Logic is involved. I mean, I want to be done, man. I don't feel like I'm missing anything. So just so you know, like we're still bullish. Like so look at this. So I wanted to say this many videos ago, but this right here, I didn't want it to turn into this, or it was going to look something like this, right? So that's what I was actually talking about. So I looked at it like this. We made this high, we came down, and then we made another lower low. So this is the leg here. Let me just draw it this way. I understood that this could be it. Let me just do it from here. Watch this. So do it from here. So this was the final leg down. And then this was the shift. And then this was a higher low. And then that was a higher high that we made fucking here, and then higher low, and I'm, so this is what I want to see. Well, just put another, just put another one like this or something. Whatever. However this looks like. It doesn't have to be this high. I'm just saying like that flow. So that's how I'm seeing it. You see it, right? You see this. You see the shift right here. Now, if it's not going to give us our fourth quarter bull run up to the end of the month, because it's now the 21st, and this thing didn't come down yet. I don't know. This is not looking this. It's not healthy, but at the same time, it is what it is. If we don't make it up, then I would say that this is a bear flag. And then the news. So tomorrow's Friday, right? And to be honest with you, what I would like to see is Friday just take the fuck off. If I'm looking at the historical data, which is also how I do what I do, and I have these good ideas. I'm expecting Friday. So this can, if we're back to bullish and we're still bullish, whatever this does. See this wick right here? This is problematic. I don't like this wick. That sucks, to be honest with you. But they might leave it. Who knows? But let's just say they come in here like this. Let's just say they do that. I want to see Friday take off. I want it to be a floater, take off, no structure, just go. Just, come back up here, wipe out some more of these sellers here, come into here even, and then even settle. That would be what I want to see for tomorrow. But it is very possible. Let me see. What is this? Monday here? Monday. So Tuesday was the low as of now. Thursday being that would be like, then it would be one of those shakeout speakers. See, so we got the speaker here. High, 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 high. See that? And here we had low, low. See that? So is it possible that they come run down and stay low here? I don't know. To be honest, I don't think I want to trade. I am looking for buys though, but after today's win, I don't really want to trade for the rest of the year. I'm not actually going to start slowing down. I'll probably still trade though, but December I'm probably not going to trade a lot. So I actually am tired and want to take vacations and travel and fucking chill, dude, to be honest. But yeah, so no need to even trade tomorrow. But I don't know. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment. I hope I answered some of those. You guys take care and God bless.